Hello everybody, my name is Chao Chant. This is your cream guide for Cursed Reality. Of course, this game is in a playtest right now, so anything is subject to change, but I can't personally see Cream changing too much in the meantime. But let's not waste too much time now, go over some Cream basics. But, as y'all know, I have to do an epic YouTube thing first. Y'all know the drill. Any likes, comments, subscribes, helps the channel a big time. And if you want to see some more Cursed Reality gameplay, my Twitch will be in the comments and description. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into Cream and her abilities. And in the halfway point of the video, I will just have a pure gameplay segment with some of my thought process going on in the middle of the match. So let's get into what this little rabbit's all about, because personally, I enjoy Cursed Reality's take on Cream and how she supports the team. So, let's get into the details now. This is Cream. We all know and love her. Cream is at 80 HP, which makes her the squishiest character in the game. She can only take 2 M1s, while everybody else can take 3 or more depending on, health and shields. This means she can be comboed very easily. Getting M1 once and then getting charged from Crimson will automatically down her, and when revived, she can just die to a hide and seek just off the rip. Oh, that's you, Robio. Get creepy like that? Did I not have a... So, it's very important to know where your team is at all times so that they can help you if you get into trouble, which leads into how I kind of play Cream. Personally, I like to hang around my Mechasonic or my Knuckles, because these two are your main stunners. So as long as you're showing them support, they should hopefully show you support. And let's get exactly why I prefer to hang around these two at all times with Cream's abilities, starting with Chao Chant. Chao Chant. When you are close to an ally, you will get a prompt on them like Tails to use Chao Chant. There are 3 modes of this ability: Overhealth, Speed, and Ring. When the selected person gets Chao Chant used on them, Cheese will follow that person and drop several rings. With Overhealth, they will drop 6 golden rings, which will give 15 Overhealth, which means if one person collects 2, they can almost just tank a full M1 from Crimson or potentially other killers down the road. And with 6, so that's roughly 80 or so overheal that you can give to someone. Why is this so good? Well, Knuckles and Mechasonic have more health than the rest of the cast, meaning they could use that overhealth greater than others if the killer really wants to chase them down. And Mechasonic cannot be healed by Cream's main way of healing. Overhealth is the only way that she can help him, as well as the speed, as well as the other rings, but mainly you want to make Mechasonic a problem because with Mechasonic's abilities like Ledge Rain and Crush, they can stop the startup of any of Crimson's abilities. And if, obviously, that's going to be a problem for the Crimson. So if the Mecha keeps being a problem, he's going to want to chase him down. And obviously, that is where you hang around just outside the chase to give the Mechasonic overhealth. The same principle goes to Knuckles, because he can stun Crimson out of the startup of Spin Dash and Hide and Seek. And you get the picture. You want to help around those two, because they can stop Crimson from ripping up the rest of your team. But the speed mode gives 3 blue rings that will give a speed boost, pretty self-explanatory, and then the ring. The ring is a bit tricky. I'm a Cream main myself, but I had to ask around what this does. What it will do is that it only drops 1 ring, 1 white ring. When collected, it will protect a person from a single hit of damage. Afterwards, I believe you get a gradual defense boost. It only lasts for roughly 20 seconds. The problem with this ring is that it's probably the best, but a person really needs to know that you're going to use it since it's only 1 ring that gets dropped on them. And most people just don't know that. So, but if you were in a call or with somebody that you know that you've been supporting a lot with overhealth, they can collect it and keep themselves even more alive like that. So that is how you want to use Chao Chanting. If you are also out of Cream's main way to heal, which is her Rings ability, that we'll discuss later, you can also give somebody overhealth so that they are protected. And overhealth is good for the team as well because not one person has to collect all the rings. They can be scattered to however many people want to collect them. So DX is going around spreading hits. Hopefully somebody leaves enough overhealth rings around and y'all can survive the chip damage just like that. So let's get down to her next ability, Earflap. Earflap is Cream's glide in this game, and it must be used grounded. It cannot be used while she's using rings as well. It can be used while Chao chanting. I will take credit for this. There used to be a bug where if she used Earflap while using rings, it would go off cooldown. So that's just me wanting to feel like I did something. Anyways, very simple ability. You have to be on the ground to use it. You'll fly up and you'll glide. You have full control of it just like Outcome Memories. But you can also cancel it unlike Outcome Memories, but you cannot bump into a wall to stop it early. But canceling it, you want to use it so that you can get its cooldown back sooner, as it's a 30-second cooldown. But it also helps with dodging Crimson's hide and seek, because obviously he sees you jump up, he's gonna fly up, and then you can just cancel it to mix him up like that. Earflap is also really good at just wasting the killer's time, because Cream can just slowly cross over big pits like the bridges on the hill, the main central room on X's castle, any of the cliffs sides that don't have a spring on hide and seek. You get the picture. It forces Crimson to either teleport or use hide and seek just to get to you, like this clip right here. Genuinely, you'll want to use Earflap from higher up places, because like I said, that means Crimson has you waste his abilities to get to you, and you could be safer for longer because you fall down pretty slowly. So find high up spots to stall for time, and fly up to spots if you need to heal your teammates. It's your mobility, you use it for whatever you think is best in the moment. Up next, we have Cream's last ability, Rings, which is a very simple ability. Cream will get a short little speed boost when using it. Afterwards, she will drop 6 green rings wherever she runs to for a few seconds. These will disappear after some time, but if collected, will heal a person for 10 HP. One person can only collect Burrito, so at max you can heal 60 HP across 3 people, or however much every individual person collects one, except Mechasonic. Mechasonic cannot be healed by rings, but as I said before, Chao Chanting rings do affect them. You do want to be careful when you use rings, as they have the longest cooldown out of anything Cream has at 45 seconds. So this is where I mentioned earlier, you're going to be cycling between using Chao Chant to heal a hurt person with overhealth, or when you can, use the rings to heal them. But rings is not purely meant for healing. As I mentioned, you get a little speed boost for using rings, so you can use this to potentially dodge a M1 from Crimson or any other killer. And of course, as you drop rings, you make noise, you leave a trail, and hopefully your team will see that you are trying to run away from a very angry hedgehog. And with that, we have covered Cream's abilities. So hopefully this will help you be the best little healer and support that you can out there. I personally really enjoy Cream and what they've done to her in this game with the Chao Chanting and the rings and all that stuff. Earflap also just feels good, and yeah. So now I'm just going to leave you with a little gameplay segment for this last bit of the video here. And yeah, y'all just enjoy. I'll leave some like little comments. Thank y'all for watching this video if you made it this far.
crush you!
This is what I was getting into about Mechasonic earlier.
Crush you!
Crimson tries to start his spin dash there, Mecha interrupts, but nowadays at half health, he's making himself the target. I need to support him with overheal to make sure he can last a little bit longer, and the same will go for Knuckles as this gameplay goes on.
There you are! You!
Here, Mechasonic is trying to get away from Crimson, but Mecha knows that we've done our best to support him this game the best that we can, so we have the ring ready for him. He knows we've been there, try to give it to him. Now here's a little extra security. He's guaranteed to tank one hit for 20 seconds now, and will leave a little bit of a defense boost otherwise. He would have been there because Ledge Drain stops him in place, and he would have been left wide open and died if he did not have the ring to protect him. That would do it for your Cream Guide. I hope y'all enjoyed. We'll be making more of these throughout the week, so just take a period if you somehow made it to the end of this thing. Y'all have a very freaking awesome one. You know what to do. YouTube, like, comment, follow. Twitch will be in the description. I'll see y'all whenever the next video or stream may be.